Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of Monday Night Smoke.
Wait, again. I thought you was gonna give me yo. That's what I was like.
Sorry, fam.
Man, you killed me, bro. That wasn't good.
Bro, this was a packed weekend of boxing,
It's
bro.
too much,
There
bro.
was so much. There was actually too much boxing, fam.
No, there was too much. You want to keep up with that AZEEZ, but then Matchroom are doing the maddest. You see, hats off to Matchroom, innit? Yeah? Hats off to what the zone pulled off. That Estrada thing, even the lead up should have told you. You see when you watch the first one, yeah, and you're seeing the man in the phone box, and you said to yourself, "Raw, is this what tonight's gonna look like?" They said, "All night,
all night, all night long, bro." You know, before we even get started,
yeah, go.
Let me greet the people, then. All right. Shouts out man like Mulla, Jack Scam, Stay Blessed, Be Real, J Lang, Sir Alex Ferguson, Uncle Jonah, SWJ, October, Red Boxing, Mr. A, Human Healer, new name, man like Neil Simpson, Navinder Singh, Dan Naman, North Bank Bren, Rez 90, Patrick Johnson, Diggers, Maestro, Rez 90, Declan Osborne, Ian Paul, Denzel Atito, Gareth V. Davis.
Hey, we say
Thomas,
wait, say that again.
Gareth V. Davis. Thomas J. Ridley, man like yo, you man are done for Major K. Jimbo Jones, October Red again, Dalu Thief, Jimbo Jones, Boxing P for Pete Jack, James Douglas, Tony Pugilist, man like Danny, Colabello Light, Orca, David Lee. And we're here, brother, because I'm getting tired.
Let's go, bro. Again, my uncle fought the other day. My uncle fought Ruiz. You know, he's old. Yeah, come on, man.
Bro.
He's water.
Bro, listen, respect your uncle. Ortiz is older than your uncle, bro.
No, he's like...
he's your uncle's uncle, fam.
Hey, Ortiz is a one again.
Listen, you know what? I'm going to be real with you, bro.
Yeah?
I'm not even going to allow you to get into that all that early like this. We've got bigger things to discuss, bro. Here we go.
Hey, Tyson Fury here, aka the Gypsy King, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, as you can tell. I think you've all heard that I'm going to be fighting soon, within the next few months. And I think that before I announce an opponent, that I need to do this, just in case. Anthony Joshua, I know you've just lost a fight to Usyk and you're beltless at the moment. And I'd like to give you an opportunity to fight me for the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World and the Lineal Championship in the next few months. You're coming off a 12-round fight, so you're match fit, you're ready. I'm giving you a few months' notice. If you're interested, I'll send you the date over and we can rumble. A Battle of Britain for the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World. Let me know if you're interested. If not, I will select another opponent. Thank you very much and good night. Boom.
I didn't want to start like that. I just watched a great weekend of boxing. I could talk about Estrada upcoming against Chocolatito, fam. I could talk about raw things. I could even talk about my uncle, fam. My uncle's uncle, yeah, in Ortiz versus Ruiz. I could talk about big things. I could talk about Dillian, like, back in the game, like he's around. Dillian's on the scene. I could talk about a lot of things, but you want me to talk about somebody that's supposed to be fighting Usyk for 500 million, yeah, in some other kind of dunes. I don't know what's going on now. AJ's in there. What are we saying? Are we saying, is this the actions of someone that doesn't, what's going on? I'm sure, I'm like, and I heard, I don't want to give Fury any sway because I didn't Usyk say he's not willing to fight again this year.
Yeah, Fury said he don't want to fight in December. He said he's got all the injuries and that he wants to spend time with his family. So he wants to do it early next year.
Who said this?
Usyk said this.
Usyk said this.
Yeah, so he wants it early next year.
Which makes sense, and he just had a grueling he's had a grueling fight.
Yeah, so early next year is like realistically March, April. Nah, it's more March, April. If you don't want to fight in December, you're likely not training until after December, no?
I get it. You're asking him to go and do the undisputed heavyweight champion of the, like, to fight for all the titles straight away is a bit ridiculous, isn't it? Like, we can put a date in for next year. It does make sense. Again, this is the big one, isn't it? So I think he earns that right to say no.
Usyk.
Yeah, Usyk earns the right. Usyk definitely earns the right to say no. What are you saying? Do you think that's a bit cheeky from him?
No, I just feel like that fight should be happening. Like, I just feel like it should be happening. But I'm not gonna. I wouldn't get onto man to be like, oh, you're not gonna fight in December. You're moving mad. His reasons seem. He seems like a genuine guy. Do you understand? Like, he seems like a genuine type. So that's why I'm like, all right, cool. I can understand that. Life is life, innit? Like, cool. But I don't know. That, like, I'm not gonna get onto Usyk for saying let's do it early next year, because it's not like he's saying sometime next year. He's like, no, bro, early months, first quarter. Like, we'll have this thing in the diary.
Yeah. And I mean that's fair. I mean but then it's just so now Fury's allowed to make these moves. But again, what's confusing about Fury is he threw away the Ring magazine belt. He said he just dashed it. He gave it away, even though you're not retired. You said you're retired, so the Ring magazine belt, like, them man fought for it. So why did you keep that away? I still can't get, like, and don't wear all the other belts. Like, I don't understand what's going on. This is the part that's confusing. You're retired, but you're not retired. But you want Jared Chisora, but you're not. Then you say you want AJ, and is calling out AJ now.
Bro,
is he just
you missed out Manuel Shaw, bro? Like, don't miss out Manuel Shaw. Bro,
no, Manuel didn't have it, and I didn't hear Manuel in this conversation.
Brother, him and Manuel Shaw, they've been going back and forth apparently. So there's been basically called out Chisora first of all, that got deaded. Then it was retirement. Then it's Usyk, yeah, let's go. You and AJ both same night, cool. Then it's Manuel Shaw. Then it's Usyk by December. Usyk saying, no, I'm not trying to do December. Now it's he don't want to fight me, so I'll fight someone else. And now it's the AJ call out. The problem is, no one believes anything Fury says.
But let's, again, me and you spoke in it. Yeah, we're not going to, I don't want to pod. Yeah, but he's calling out someone that is not in the right space right now. Is this a real call out? It feels kind of, I don't say he's picking on him because I don't want to have to defend AJ, but it does feel a bit mad. AJ's dealing with his own demons right now. Can he really begin to fight Fury?
This ain't a real offer, bro. He's talking about I got a date and a venue. When have you been the guy to sort out dates and venues, fam?
I honestly think it's a real offer.
No, I don't think it's a real offer. All this is the ability to say, the same way how he gave away the ring title belt so that he could now win it back and say, now I'm a three-time world champ. This is so that he can say, AJ has ducked my thing. AJ's ducked me, so now I'm going to do this. There's no one else for me to fight, so I'm going to fight Manuel Shaw. Bro.
I believe it's real. Wait, hold on. Hear me out, yeah?
So how much is Fury going to offer?
I believe, that it's because AJ wants to fight again in December. That's what Eddie Hearn said. We listened to Eddie Hearn talking.
That's right.
It's real, yeah, and it's the perfect time to fight AJ if you're Fury, correct? So it's not, again, he's more likely to sign this contract than sign the Usyk one because the Usyk one's having problems.
All he's doing is giving Simon Jordan content to go on his radio show at TalkSport and go, well, he's made him the offer. He doesn't deserve to fight anyway, but he still made him the offer because he's a great champion and AJ doesn't want it. Where is AJ? You can already see the TalkSport. You can already see the nonsense, fam. Not a real offer. The guy does not want to fight AJ in December. That's nonsense, bruv. Straight like that.
If AJ accepts it, he'll fight him.
If he accepts, no, AJ. Thing is,
he'll fight. If AJ was to say yes, Fury will definitely fight. They will definitely sign that contract. I promise you, because it's the Fury. He says it's the perfect time.
Is this enough of a lead up for them to get the type of money that they're going to want from Saudis? I don't know that the timing is the best for the money. Remember, Fury is motivated by peas.
But they were
Fury is motivated by peas.
No, but
make more money. He'd make more money if AJ goes around the block and fights a Dillian White and then comes back. He cares about money. If he follows what the fans and everybody in sports media right now is saying is, what's the point of fighting AJ? The fight everyone wants to see is Usyk. Fury's the only one sitting there going, there's no peas in that. You men are pushing me into this thing. There's no money, bro. Like he wants the money fight. Money is what motivates Tyson Fury. Let's not ever be confused here.
We're in September, fam. If you said to them, man, by December, can you put up the peas? We're coming to the dunes. I'm telling you to put up the peas. But he knows that AJ is just not ready. There's no way he can be ready. AJ's not ready. He's clever.
The mad thing about it, yeah, is AJ could say yes. He could, through all this, he could still say yes. But the fact is, we're dealing with a mad brother right now. In terms of
that's
his word means nada.
All right, cool. But that's the calling question. If you're AJ, would you accept the offer? That's the question today. That's one of the first questions today. That's on there. We had the Savannah again. We had Savannah Marshall, Clarissa Shields. They sat down, gloves are off. According to me,
that face-off was insane.
Shields is up on the scorecards in that one. Like she had her like she had her smiling like.
That might be the first 10-8 gloves are off I've ever seen.
She had a fucking one facial expression. You know, she had this expression. Wait, hold on 1 second. Let me get it.
Bro, especially just goes, you let your whole country down. You should be disappointed. And she just held it. I was just like, nah, come on, Savannah, say something. Throw some punches back. You can't just keep taking these. You can't keep taking these. Yeah, it was. I've never seen a gloves are off so bad. But you know what the crazy thing is? There's a part of me that thinks here, because the gloves are off was so nuts.
Yeah.
Savannah is going to be more fired up than you can go. Bro, she sat there and was on like, you know, that stiff anger where you're just like, that. I know what's going on. That one drop of sweat was rolling down her back. That one drop of sweat, you know, that rage body heat where you're so angry, so embarrassed that you only can fight. Your mind has stopped. Your mind has stopped.
She didn't know it.
It was like when AJ was with Dillian White, and it's almost like he's looking at him like, bro, on big TV, you're talking about the jeans. Wow.
Big TV. Yeah, you bought me the jeans, but raw, we're on TV. It's mad. Like,
it's
that's
like that
conversation, you know?
You know what the eyes are? It's like, rotted. That's where you're taking this. Bro, she laced Savannah on the banter was disgusting. I couldn't believe how sharp it was. It was just like
your country down. Who have you beat? And she just there. Who you knocked out? Who have you knocked out?
Just went still. I was like, yo, she wants to knock Clarissa out so bad. So bad.
Yeah, she's gonna be coming for her. She's gonna be gunning for her. Again, that one's a madness, but we can't, bro, be remiss. Estrada. Talk to me, bro.
Bro, that was when I watched that fight. When I watched that fight, I thought of you straight away, bro.
Yes, you did.
The third round, there's a bit where I think it's Estrada that's on the ropes, backed up, and they are just letting the hands go. I'm like, hey,
this guy used to fight 6 rounds. I never Cortez. I don't really know. Like, I don't know him like that. He was a 6-round fighter before, yeah. Then you say to yourself, he's gone into that fight.
Mad.
Again, Estrada's. So again, you talk about the rounds that he's had in it. You talk about like this guy knows how to box. He's clever. He's got the IQ in there. But then Estrada versus Chocolatito,
it's going to be
too far. No, it's a step too far. I think
it's going to be exciting though. It's going to be exciting. But yo, check this out, bro.
He's made for it. Chocolatito's going to do it in a way.
Did you watch Isaac Cruz? That first round demolition, fam. That guy punches with so much venom. He punches with so much venom. I'm like, no, this, like, you know, when he got up from that first knockdown and the way he stalked him so dead, the shots was zigging past. And I looked at the round, I was like, there's 45 seconds left. There's no way he makes it out on this round. Then that left hook landed like, it was abusive. It was abusive, bro.
Again, we were gifted. We were gifted. I want to ask this question as well. If I'm Fury, yeah, I think Fury should ask for Ruiz. I think that's the shout out you should say. It's wicked.
Oh, what if obviously after the AJ thing don't work?
Are we saying that's real?
No, but as in obviously we've got to pretend it's real because he's going to pretend it's real. So once he pretends that offer is real and he says no, he's going to be like, yeah, all right, fine, Ruiz then.
I think if I'm Ruiz, I will try him up. I know he wants to fight Deontay Wilder, but if I'm Ruiz, that fight against Fury, it makes sense. If you're going to go on the tour beating up people that AJ, you know, trying to show I could do it better than AJ, this, that, and the other, it's a good fight. I know Deontay Wilder and Ruiz are trying to mix it, but I saw things from Ruiz and I thought, bloody hell, in shape, yeah. in shape with them quick hands. Yes, he's still susceptible to getting heavy shots. He's still susceptible to taking big shots, not even small shots, super shots. However, he's very dangerous.
His hand speed is very mad still. Bro,
and he's heavy-handed for someone that is gone.
But the problem with Ruiz, he's not a dedicated man to the sport, unfortunately. Like, he's not
dedication. He looks like he's found his dedication. Even he said AJ messaged him, AJ's a good youth,
What did he say?
AJ messaged him after the loss, told him, because he put on the weight in that. AJ messaged him to say, "Raw, look, get back in." That's why he said he came back. He said AJ helped, like he needed that encouragement. And AJ didn't have to do that, but I thought, that's a good look still. Big Frank Sanchez stops Ruiz. Too fast for him. We say, when we talk about
let's open the lines.
Because we'll just start podding, fam.
Yeah, let's open the lines.
But there's so many conversations.
Lines are open now, guys. The lines are open now. Like, for me, I look at Ruiz, I'm like, he got no chance in there with Fury. It's the worst matchup.
You think so?
Yeah. I think Wilder head tops him. He's going to catch him at some point in that fight. His hand speed is nuts, but that first shot that lands, he's a counter man, isn't it? So if we don't get that counter right, Wilder's sleeping this man.
Ruiz got a chin, though. That's what man is saying. He has got a chin.
He does. But I'm just.
I don't think Frank Sanchez is stopping Ruiz, though. He said that.
Nah, Frank Sanchez ain't stopping. No way.
He
was trying to piece out FA Jaguar, and that was not working. He just had to outbox, man.
Hey, Thingy's powerful, Don't get twisted. Ruiz is powerful. Ruiz has got like speed, power, is quick.
I hear that, but I just don't think he's beating Wilder. It's just a bad matchup. He's too short. He's gonna have to come in a long way. Wilder's gonna be able to piece man up, bro. I just feel like that's gonna be how that goes.
Oh, sugar. We didn't even.
Quick question for the chat, guys.
Yeah.
Savannah Marshall and Clarissa Shields. What's our predictions? What's your predictions? Please list them right now. And we'll see what's going on. I personally feel like Clarissa Shields is going to box to a unanimous decision this weekend.
We used to say that again?
She's gonna box her and win on points.
I don't know, I saw my girl looking so confused and bamboozled in that meeting. In that gloves are off. I don't know. One second. I need to try and shout Dan as well. Let me just give Dan a light phone call. He done his thing still. Let me call him.
Someone said Ruiz still has slow feet. He does, man. The hands are fast, but the feet, boy, it's nuts. Oh, we trying to phone Dan AZEEZ, yeah?
I'm calling Dan AZEEZ, bro. Right, congratulate him, bro. You can't just fight Shakan and do his thing like that. Man's got the high shorts on
the socks and that, the tube socks.
Yeah, he's got the socks, bro. He's got it. Oh, come on, Dan. Don't let us down. Nah, he's not ready. I should really message them and say, "Yeah, I'm gonna call you still."
Yeah, we just went straight out the blue, fam. Yeah, wait. Wayne Fitness says Clarissa by KO. Yep, I said it. Yeah, I don't know about that one, fam.
Eddie, call back in, bro. You was there, man. Let's go, bro. Let's do it. You lot hit the link.
Callers are quiet today, boy.
I don't know what's going on, bro. There's 207 people here, bro. Let me know.
Guys, hit the like button as well, please. Hit the like button as well. Yeah, man. What do you think about Baumgardner? Baumgardner's up fighting this Saturday. Listen, let's just salute the fact that we've got a great card for a great card on Saturday, but it's a whole women's card. Like these nights, these are turning point nights in the sport.
It's big again, and I'm talking. We're not gonna feel like we're gonna get robbed. We're getting our money's worth. Like it's gonna be fantastic, and again, it's a special card. It's a special card, and can you even call it just women's boxing now? Boxing.
Boxing. Yeah, no, but I think thing is, I used to be on that mindset, but I think it's good to call it like women's boxing and just give it the flowers. Do you know what I'm saying? So that way it's it's just gonna be a great night of boxing, but it's like this is a women's led. They're gonna get the full accolades and flowers for this because we know the night is gonna be sick.
It's gonna be sick, and you know what? Even in these shows, women have been stealing the show. They always say, listen, I know you got these men on the card. Watch this every single time. So we'll see what happens. Come on, Eddie. We telling me like there's so many to go, bro. Where do you want to go?
Yeah, listen. Well, I think that listen, Savannah is one of those that she's so quiet. I like the fact that she's playing it cool. She's playing it very quiet. That
No,
kind of side of things.
Don't try it.
But I got. I think I don't think she's going to be able to cope with the power of Clarissa. I don't think. I think Clarissa is just going to put on a show.
Do you think it's the power that she's going to worry about from Clarissa?
You got to
I think it's the speed that Clarissa will bring. And that's going to trouble her seriously in that ring, because if you watch how she fights, she's not a volume puncher. She picks her punches, she pauses. She's a little bit like AJ. She thinks a lot when she's fighting. Clarissa, on the other hand, is unpredictable. So I think she's going to struggle with that, and that the speed is going to catch her off guard.
But what power are you talking about? Because I don't think Clarissa. I don't. The speed's so quick that I don't understand how that's gonna. No, I'm not with it. I'm not rocking with you. I'm sorry. Like I don't, because one is heavy-handed. One is heavy-handed. She's gonna control it. She'll take center of the ring. I know Clarissa's gonna be moving quick, trying to land a combination. But I know someone's looking for a knockout.
It's the body shots. For me, it's the body shots. It's all about the body shots. Clarissa's gonna deliver some serious. You see, it's because of the style of Savannah. That's why Clarissa's going to be successful. Because she can't react as fast as Clarissa. That's what's going to define this fight, the speed, and that's where the power is going to come. In my opinion, that's where I think he's rubbing his chin. I think Clarissa is going to be too fast, too all over the place, and Savannah's going to be looking around like that. So that's why I think it's going to be a problem for her. Wicked fight.
See, I can see it being a points thing, for a points win for Clarissa, not like the power. I don't feel like Clarissa's got power that, you're going to have to respect the person that's in front of you power, but it's not going to be power that's like, oh, I'm in danger of getting knocked out here. I'm in danger of getting stopped here. It's not going to be that type of power.
Not that type of power. No.
Okay,
no.
Just clarify that.
No, it's not like that. It's not like that. It's the volume. It's the constant pressure that Clarissa is going to bring. That is going to tire, I think, Savannah out.
But then I imagine Savannah to use the clinch quite a bit, to lean on her. I imagine her to make it a fight where she's taking strength, sapping energy from her, because she's bigger. She's way, like, even when you look at them together, you're like, oh my goodness, like it's gonna be hard to stay active. Stay up, like she's going to try and take center of the ring. I can imagine Savannah doing just the clever things in boxing where it becomes harder when we back her up to the ropes, and she now starts to. We've seen how Savannah ends. Now she hasn't done end against an elite opponent. So that's where the question mark is, and that's why even me and Savannah had the same facial expressions. Like, bro, it's true. Like, yeah, like.
You know what I think it is. It's a culture in the people that watch, everyone that watches boxing. We all gravitate towards power.
Yeah,
we've always done it. We'll probably always do it. George Foreman, it's all the power punches that we think of. But lately, how boxing's evolving, you've seen a lot more skill now. That's needed. The speed, the movement, the skill. Usyk, Tyson. That's where you're right. That's where the cream is rising to the top. Look at Wilder. So Savannah, yeah, she's got power, but Clarissa's going to bring a different volume.
That she's going to struggle with. People put Wilder and Savannah in terms of skill set. I feel it's a bit bad mind, considering Wilder's just learning the skill elements of boxing.
Yeah,
that's recent. It feels a bit rude. It feels a bit. I don't like that. Like, she's way ahead when it comes to footwork, when it comes to how to manage herself in the ring IQ.
True.
She's, so I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I think she's got a lot of movement, but I don't know whether it's me, but I see a lot of unnecessary energy used by Savannah Marshall. She's doing all the things that you would expect a good boxer to do, but it seems like you're doing it, just going through the motions of doing what you're doing. She's not using that in a technical way to gain an advantage, over her opponent. She's
Okay.
just doing a lot of movement, so she looks good, but I don't see too much in Savannah. She's got to use her two hands very, very well. Power in both hands. She's got the left hook. She's got the right hook. She's very good, but I don't see a lot of body. I don't see a lot of movement around the ring. I don't see a lot of reaction time. And she's struggled with people with opponents that bring the volume, the constant pressure. That's where she's
and that's what Clarissa we guarantee.
That's what Clarissa's bringing.
Yeah, she's gonna bring. It's an interesting fight. Again, it's one of those ones you can wake up tomorrow and be like, Clarissa's gonna win it, and then you have a longer. You just sit down and think, you're like, raw, actually. So again, it's when they meet each other in the middle of the ring, we're gonna know. I'm looking forward to it. Let me ask you about should Fury call out Ruiz? Should that is that a fight you would like to see?
Why have you got to pick Ruiz, bro? The guy just called out AJ.
I know. Yeah, you do, because I was listening to it before you mentioned that. I think Fury's done exactly the right thing. He's done I think he's done the right thing. In fact, I watched that little post 3 or 4 times. And I thought to myself, let me look at his face. Is he serious? Is he joking? Whatever. We don't know what's going on with tomorrow. Next week he could say something else. But what he's done with that little video there, perfect.
Why?
It's just first of all, it's just what AJ needs, and it's just what Fury needs.
Why does AJ break it down?
Break that down. That's a wild take.
Right. There's only one person or 2 people out there that can bring AJ back to life. Bring him back to his confidence, bring him back to the limelight, bring him back to him feeling like he's out there. He's a big name. He's confident, and he's strong in himself again. Because AJ's now is devastated. Right now he's all over the place. What Fury's doing, if Fury brings him back in like that with that opportunity, personally, this is just my opinion. I think AJ would beat Fury. I personally think AJ would in this fight, if he had this opportunity, he would beat Fury. Then he would do a trilogy with Usyk. That's how I see it. That is how I see it.
Okay,
perfect.
How do you see him beating him? How do you see him beating him?
AJ.
Yeah. How do you see him beating Fury?
Oh. This is now a different AJ. This is a different mindset. This is nothing. This is nothing to lose. I'm serious. I'm telling you, AJ would not lose to Fury. It would probably be the best fight we've ever seen. He would not lose 12 rounds. He would not lose to Fury. He would brock him up. I'm telling you. He would have to. He would have to.
I agree that he'd have to. I just wanted to hear a deeper breakdown.
Well, look. How do you get inside? So the big question is, how do you get inside on Fury? Okay. Take, for example, the style. I'm going to just use a few fighters' names out there that have their individual little style. AZEEZ, that little ducking and diving style, that kind of TYSON.
Yeah.
If you were to bring that. If AJ were to bring that type of movement style with his jabbing, with the quickness of his feet, in and out, moving around, he's got a big chance. I'll tell you, he's got power that no other fighter that Fury has faced with the technical skill.
Eddie,
that's how I see it. AJ brings a style, a combination of what Wilder had and other technical boxers that Fury has faced has, like Klitschko, for example. He combines both those styles, and I think Fury would struggle with that over 12 rounds. Okay. I think it's a perfect call out, and I hope. Listen, the only thing that's going to stop this fight from happening is platform politics and all them type of things. That's the only thing that's going to mess everything up.
Why should they stop it? AJ ain't got nothing that he's holding. That
why? Because he's got a price on his back. He's got a price on his back.
Involved than just holding belts, bro.
Well, he's got a price on his back now, hasn't he? He's got 100 million on his back, so he needs to recoup that in some way or form. DAZN are not going to let that slip, so that's where you start to see problems.
AJ ain't got to worry about making enough money. Like, let's be real. Like, he's gonna if he announced that Wilder fight, that's gonna make all the money back that they were hoping for. If he fights Fury, it's gonna make all the money they're hoping for. He ain't worried about money like that.
Listen, I've heard things today, but that
I'm
was
gonna say, Eddie, this is a mad debut call, bro. This is
Yeah. I know.
He showed up.
I know. I'm gonna come back on, boys. Yeah, that's serious, man.
Good.
All right, bro.
Listen, while he was talking, this is all I had in my head. This is all I wanted to do. I wanted to just do this. I said, what nonsense?
Shut up, bro. You're hilarious.
Bro, I had to download that image. Do you know how long it's taking me, man? I was thinking, how can he say stuff like this? No.
Let's get Maestro in. Let's get Maestro in. Maestro!
Man.
What's going on, bro?
Eddie was unchained.
You guys got me in early. You can hear me?
Yeah.
All right, I got to get my camera angle sorted out, but it is what it is.
Let me
move my shit over. Oh, yeah, Big Frage. I got my man Jamal sending me all kind of footage out there from the UK about Cage. He was going nuts. He was going wild on Saturday after the Big Frage win.
He did his own watch along.
I mean, did you guys get to the Big Frage part of the convo yet?
No, wait. Not yet, bro. We're saving that.
I turned in for the Big Frage show. I guess I'm going to be disappointed.
No, we're not doing that today again, bro. You need to talk to me because we need to have this Estrada conversation. We need to we haven't spoke about it yet. I need to get into this. Talk to me again, like that performance, and even this is like an upper. It was supposed to be like the guy spoiling the moment. He's a 6-round fighter. He finally does 12 rounds, and you say to yourself, "Is this another face that could be the danger in this space?" I know for Chocolatito, Estrada's he's perfect for Chocolatito, to be honest. In terms of, I just believe in where he is in age and how Chocolatito takes out these Mexicans for fun.
Well, it is a perfect opponent for Chocolatito right now because he has name recognition, right?
Yeah.
He's got the Hall of Fame career under his belt. They've got the history with the fights. And on top of that, you brought it up, he is kind of vulnerable. I mean, they both are being advanced age guys in the lower weight divisions. I mean, in the past, we would have never seen guys in their mid to late 30s fighting at the elite level at 115 pounds. Like, this is unheard of. Back in the day, they'd say, well, this is possible for heavyweights, but for the little guys, I mean, guys are essentially peaking in their mid-20s, and are aging out by the time they hit the big 3-0. So, I mean, the kid that came in, I mean, he had a couple things on his side. He's a Nacho Beristain trained fighter.
That's it, Cortez. There you go.
Nacho Beristain trained fighter out of the famous gym there in Mexico City. A great city, by the way. Definitely like my top 3 in the world to visit.
Okay.
So, fun fact, I actually did study abroad there in my final year of uni at the university there. So just letting people know.
You've been everywhere, fam. You actually been everywhere.
You're an international guy.
No.
Yeah, so, but back to the fights. My guy in the division is Kazuto Ryoka. And I'm so high on Kazuto Ryoka that I actually, when I interviewed Eddie Hearn, I straight up asked him, why are you not televising his fights on DAZN? His fights don't have international broadcast rights. They cannot be very expensive to secure. He's a titleist in the division. He's a major player in the division. He, by the way, has a Hall of Fame career himself, which he established out there in Japan, winning titles in multiple weight divisions against top-tier competition. And he said, but he never really committed to it. And I think the reason is he's got that relationship now with Bam Rodriguez, and they throw Bam Rodriguez out there against guys like Ioka if they don't have to, right? Yeah. The Estrada I saw, and I can't believe I'm saying this because I would have never said this 2 years ago or even a year ago. I think that Bam Rodriguez beats the Estrada we saw on Saturday night.
Swear down.
You think Bam?
Look, I mean, the guy came in with 2 losses and had never fought at the elite level. And
yeah, okay.
Why you think Bam's
On that logic,
no,
it's hard to
because
contest. On that logic,
he was putting hands on Estrada, right? I mean, it was don't forget, this was supposed to be a tune-up fight. This was supposed to be a shake the rust off.
No, this was not a tune-up. This was
this was a whole phone box war, bro.
But it was supposed to be a tune-up fight.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
don't forget, it was also a hometown fight
Going life or death in a tune-up is nuts.
in your hometown.
Yeah.
No, but we had to put credit on Cortez, though. That's what I'm saying. I think sometimes
Cortez
a guy, because Cortez, you know, he sleep on someone. He say, "No, guys, this is a problem. this is the problem for division." Like there was things that Estrada was doing. You know, like just long. You've been in the game for so long. You know, you leave him on the shoulder, lean off, bam, and it's like he takes it. And then even that last, like when the 10 seconds when he has to cope. This guy's not a 12-round fighter, but he gets through it. So sometimes you've got to say, you know what? There's someone special in the ring with you, sharing the ring with you, and we'll see how far he goes. I was looking at him thinking his stocks are through the roof. I can't wait to see it.
Kazuda Ioka washes Cortez.
Just watch him.
Because the problem with Estrada is that he's used to being in wars. He's used to absorbing punishment and firing back.
He just lets it happen.
Yeah, and I get kind of allowing a younger guy to tee off on you to a certain extent, but not that extent. He's getting older, right? So, I mean, look, I want to see the Chocolatito fight with Estrada. It was already supposed to happen this year, but obviously it didn't, right? It's gonna be a good fight. They always are. Estrada's always in good fights. Always, that's just his style.
Yeah.
Watching them for years. But look, I think now he's proven that he's not what he once was. And don't forget also, the reason he no longer has the WBC title is because he ducked Sor Rungvisai and decided to go franchise, which is why this was a franchise title fight. Right. And Sor Rungvisai ended up fighting Bam Rodriguez, who ended up beating him. Bam Rodriguez just beat Rungvisai.
Yeah, we saw that.
Okay.
I remember that. We watched it. We spoke about it.
It's not that crazy for me to say that he could also be this aged version of Estrada. You know,
all right. We'll leave that one to the side. Again, you've been a Fury guy, yeah. You think that we give Fury?
I've been a truthful guy.
Get out of here, bro. You're a Tyson Fury guy.
Okay. Well, let me break it for you because you guys kicked me off your show once for telling the truth.
Nah, you were chatting some crazy stuff, bro.
He did that.
I'll break it down right now.
It's probably me.
I said that if AJ lost to Usyk, that DAZN would essentially be held, holding the bag and televising his comeback. I think I've been proven right. Eddie Hearn says he wants to bring him back against the top 15, quote unquote, opponent. When people say top 15, what are they talking about? They're not talking about the number 1 or 2.
They're talking about 12, 13, 14.
I was right. I wasn't talking shit. And people, no, that. Oh, Maestro's hated. No, I was telling the truth. Hearn said it himself. He ain't bringing back AJ against a top tier dude next. The zone is going to be covering his comeback. Is his next fight not going to be a comeback fight against a lesser level opponent? Yes or no?
Yes.
Of course.
I was telling the truth. But
I apologize.
Maybe the tone was wrong.
No, I'm going to apologize on behalf of Undefeated. Bro, Maestro, Travis is sorry.
I'm not sorry. No, I definitely meant it. In the moment, I meant it. Right now, I'm like, yeah, that sounds crazy. That I would do that.
That's because you were, all gassed up, expecting AJ.
Oh, hold on. Wait, this was straight after the Usyk fight, isn't it?
Before the Usyk fight.
Then I don't know why I was like that. Either way,
it was before the Usyk fight. I believe it was Ash that came on, saying that I was talking shit and. Blah, blah.
You know what? No, you know what? we gotta go back and get that footage back because you're doing something to the truth here. You're doing something different to the truth. There's no way that there was a reason that everyone was telling you to shut up.
The reason being that people believed at the time that AJ is this huge star, which he is, and essentially that it don't matter really who he fights because he's a big star in the UK. He can do a stadium show and everybody's going to go over to DAZN to fight him, regardless of if he has belts or not. Well, I'll tell you.
Hold on. Wait. Whoa. Okay.
What?
So you're saying nobody's willing to go to the zone to fight AJ?
No, a lot of people, but not the type of guys that people, at least on this side, want to see him against. Let me put it to you like this.
But the world don't revolve around American, especially not in the heavyweight division.
Hold up. Deontay Wilder ain't going to the zone to fight AJ for no belts.
Bro,
Really?
the whole division is not focused
Wait.
on America.
Say that.
That's a crazy take.
Not only that, we've already seen that Frank Warren and these other promoters are going to do everything they can to freeze out Eddie Hearn. It's already started. They already outbid. The point you're making doesn't cancel out the point you're challenging, though. The point I'm challenging.
You're saying that he's not the money guy because these men ain't gonna do this. You don't stop him being the money guy.
What I said. Look, see, you could ask Tony P about this. I'm very clear, right? I'm very clear. I was talking about meaningful fights. Fights.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
AJ comeback fight against a top 15 opponent, which by the way is code for give me something between 12 and 15. Nobody says top 15 and means 1 through 3 or 1 through 5 or 1 through 9 or 1 through 10. And to me, I'm sorry, that's not a meaningful fight. That's a comeback fight.
But he can have that though. I don't
understand what you're saying. So you
saying right. He's saying he was right.
You're saying there's no big money in the comeback fight.
No, I'm not. Look, what I'm saying is this.
Just clarify the point.
There's no big money that the zone is going to be able to offer guys like Deontay Wilder that are going to bring them or take them over. Let me get it grammatically correct. Take them over to the zone. It ain't happening. Your next fight for AJ.
So you think if Usyk and Fury fight, there's a rematch clause, and then they fight again, you think in that time Wilder and AJ won't happen?
Not on the zone. Not on the zone.
That's true. Because Leonard Ellaby has to come and sit down with
AJ ain't fighting on PBC. Well, they're not going to be able to get him out there either.
We articulated why the fight's not going to happen. There's no way Deontay Wilder is going to go fight on the zone. It's not going to happen. And it might have happened if AJ had a title belt. He doesn't have that anymore. Okay, so what you're getting stuck with, right?
Nah, because you're still dealing with a man that's already declined fights when there was no issues. Like, so him declining a fight at that moment versus declining it now it's not even changed behavior.
Okay, look,
that's why it's like he's probably not the best example for you to make.
I'm gonna make this perfectly clear and just paraphrase Eddie Hearn.
Do it.
AJ is going to be fighting a top 15 level opponent. Okay, and that doesn't mean top 12 or top 11. It doesn't mean top 3. It's going to be a comeback fight on the zone. And my guess is they're going to charge you guys up the ass for it and put it on pay-per-view because that seems a model right now. They were charging us for KSI versus some dude that I never heard of before on pay-per-view. Okay, they're charging us for Canelo against Triple G. That's going to be on pay-per-view.
How's that end? By the way, how does that end?
Canelo going to do the business on Triple G. I mean, I think
100%.
I mean, it's but let me tell you this.
But hold on though.
Yo,
do you think there's any credence to Fury calling out AJ?
Here's what I think. Right. I think number one that that Tyson Fury does what Tyson Fury does and plays all of these channels like a cat plays with a little mouse or cockroach, right? You see him patting it this way, patting it that way. He says something and everybody talks about it and his name is up in the headlines for a week. Then he says something else. I mean, he's been in the headlines week after week just by making announcements. But what I will say about this is that if I'm AJ, I offer to do the fight. You couldn't ask for a better situation if you're AJ right now.
How does that make sense? Break that one down. Why is this a good situation for AJ considering what we last saw from AJ?
Because AJ is in the game, and this is the other thing I said. He's a businessman. He's in the game to be in the top tier of the game. He's not in the game to be fighting top 15, quote unquote, level opponents. I guarantee you, if you ask AJ, he doesn't want to fight a number 13 or number 14 or number 15 ranked guy in the WBA, WB, whatever.
I think he does.
No, I agree.
He's a competitive guy, right?
You don't think you need that confidence?
You gotta remember the fighters and the promoters and these guys have a plan for these guys' careers. Really, the fighters will fight most men when they say they're ready to go.
He's the
wait, guys, come on.
And I'm talking about fighters now on the basis of fighters. Like,
guys, let's do this. Let's be real. 1 second. Let me say this to you guys. Yeah. So his coach spoke about mental strength, mental power. Yeah. That was the last thing I've heard that's the last thing I heard his coach say. You're saying after just doing a mad thing with Usyk, then having the breakdown live and direct there, he should now go and fight against someone that is even more skilled and can hit harder. Are we serious?
You're saying he's more skilled than Usyk? Come on.
We know what Fury's a good fighter. I don't support him. I'm saying that he's a skilled fighter. Let's not pretend as if we're talking about some guy that don't know. He can fight. AJ had problems with people that can fight and box. And we're talking about someone that can fight and box and hit heavy. He's knocking guys out. You want to bring him in there after that, and he's still got, why didn't I win? Fury's going to have a field day on the build up to that fight.
Regardless of
what are we talking about?
Regardless of whether that's true or not, KG, and I'm inclined to believe that AJ gets washed by Fury. I'm not disagreeing with you on that. What I'm saying is, if you're Anthony Joshua, the Olympic champion, essentially the 6-time heavyweight champion of the world, if you add up all of his various title belts, 2-time unified, you want to be in a heavyweight title. You want to be in heavyweight title fights. Look, we're in a new generation with a lot of fighters like Tank Davis, where they accept fighting lesser tier opponents and pretend it's something that it's not.
Yeah,
AJ's not cut from that cloth. AJ wants to be in the mix. He wants to fight meaningful fights, for legacy fights, for his legacy. What better way to come back than to fight again for a heavyweight championship in the biggest fight possible? And if you look at it from Fury's point of view, he reads what's going on. He sees all of the stuff we see. Eddie Hearns already says he wants to bring back AJ in December. Check. Usyk says he's not going to be ready to fight in December. Check.
It's perfect timing. It's perfect timing for Fury to want AJ now.
The call out. And to Trav's point earlier, if now that his own management or promotional team has already said we want him back in December, and you offer him a title fight in December, if he declines it, then you look kind of good.
That's what this is about. That's the game plan on this, because realistically they know they're not going to accept and allow Fury and his side to dictate the terms of how this thing is going to go. And I think the fight is more valuable to Fury. Let's be real. Fury's not scared of these guys. He's more wary about Usyk, but the money is what is motivating Fury in this moment here.
Agreed.
When I was saying that the Fury still was going to want AJ, people were like, no, there's no need now. He only cares about the bottom line.
He's always,
and with AJ, he's the closest he's going to get to 500 mil is with AJ.
Yes, and AJ will make more money fighting fighting Tyson Fury than he will fighting some top, whatever they're calling it. Let's just call it what it is.
That's right. I think
AJ doesn't care about the legacy thing. So AJ wants to rebuild so he can go back and fight for a title. I don't think AJ is on. I think even Eddie Hearn is talking about the journey of the rebuild. You're talking about a journey that just ends now. You're talking about why make a long film when you literally can you go to the final page. That's what you're saying. Let's just go to the final page. And he might not even win.
Eddie Hearn's talking like that. AJ's not talking like that. You know what somebody like AJ thinks? I'd rather lose, even if he is, needs to be rebuilt and all of that other stuff and is dealing with these mental things of confidence. You'd rather lose to a Tyson Fury than to some guy that nobody's heard of or is even rated.
I don't know if this is the
but-
loss that AJ
yeah,
needs.
but
Like,
yeah, but
that's crazy.
no, I do hear
I'd
what you're
rather him
saying.
rebuild and be ready and fight him
No,
at
but
his best.
same here. I think the rebuild makes more sense, and also I think there's some because this call the call out I don't think is genuine anyway. Do you know what I mean? I think the best thing you can do, like someone said in the thing, is just play it along and make all the negotiations public.
Yeah, so if it's not
Say yes, say yes, and expose it that way.
if it's not genuine, accept the call out and then make them look like fools.
Mm.
If it's not a genuine call out, just accept it. Yeah, I'll fight you.
No, but then it's a win-win for Fury. This is the thing that you lot not. They won't look like fools if he accepts the call out and they accept and they go to contracts and they actually do it. I'm telling you, it's a great situation. As you said, Fury washes it.
Then it's a legitimate call out. Then at that point.
And then again, AJ's in a crazy situation going in against another big fight this year.
End of the day, AJ hasn't declined it. So the fact is, this fight could still, like, if AJ accepts it, and he's one of those people that if we're gonna say if anyone's gonna accept it, regardless of what just happened, it's gonna be him. So we actually don't know how this thing could play out.
No,
I wouldn't. If I'm AJ, I'm not accepting that. I'm not.
I don't think he should accept it either.
That's crazy. He's not. Again, you're gonna just ruin it. Like, and remember, like, people already, as you said,
also, like Limbo 82, AJ fighting on BT, it's not gonna happen.
it can. He's got one more fight. He's got one more fight before
He ain't
he's
fighting on BT.
I'm saying he's got one more fight. He's exclusive on the zone, by the way.
I just wouldn't want the fight to be on BT. The production value over there is so.
No, they would raise the game for this thing.
Oh no, they won't.
Oh, they would raise the game. AJ Fury.
Let me ask you this, Trav. Were you happy with the production value of the Usyk and Joshua rematch?
Well, production value, there was no issues there. As far as atmosphere and the vibes in Saudi Arabia, oh, bro, put that in the bin. Put that in the bin.
That's a separate thing because what the Saudis essentially did is they did everything and then they just sold the rights to Sky. Like Adam Smith said it himself, they had nothing to do with that production value. So if they do that again, I mean, it's not probably going to be BT doing the production. But over here on this side, I saw the fight with White on ESPN. The production value was like, I didn't have any complaints with it.
Fair enough.
But failing that, if I'm Fury, the other person that's logical for me to fight next is Andy Ruiz.
Wicked fight.
Because that was a final title eliminator. Or I don't know if it was a final, but it was a title eliminator.
Was that for the WBC?
Yes, WBC eliminator.
That's what I'm saying, guys.
Use that as your next fight. Get that out of the way so that you don't have to worry about a mandatory getting into the way of you fighting the Usyk fight, right? And then what the WBO did, from what I understand, is they've made Parker against Joyce for the interim. Right. So the winners of whoever Usyk fights next is going to have to face the winner of that fight. Interesting in the heavyweight.
How does that go, though? How does that go, Fury Ruiz, according to you?
I think Fury is way too much for Andy Ruiz. I'm sorry.
That's an easy win.
I mean, honestly, if you remove the knockdowns from that fight Saturday night, Luis
Ortiz,
the 43-year-old, just won it with the right jab. And straight lefts. Yeah. The problem was he's dealing with, and by the way, I'm not one of these people that gets on the whole he's older than 43. He looks like a 43-year-old to me. He doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Come on, man.
Stop it.
Now, you know, it's funny. It's funny because the narrative does get funny, but let's be real. 43-year-old athlete would look like that.
What a 43-year-old man looks like. I mean, I know a lot of sorry, I don't know if I can.
He looks like he can play cards with he looks like he plays cards with Evander Holyfield, fam.
I know a lot
and drinks a 40.
I know a lot of people under the age of 43 that would want to be able to look like Luis Ortiz and do what he does.
I think he just got mature face. He's got mature face. Yeah. He looks like his face has seen things.
Yeah, he almost looks
like, there's a lot of life. There's a lot of life on that face.
Yeah, some kind of like black comic book character face with like the chiseled jaw and like every,
it's just like Black Thanos.
Man said he's 43 and 578 months.
That's my guy JC. That's my guy JC or whatever. I'm glad to see you here on the chat, JC.
That's hilarious.
Oh man, damn it. My
So
last one.
one last thing about that fight. Luis Ortiz beat him with a right jab and a left hand, but was on 43-year-old legs and doesn't have the punch resistance that he probably once did.
Mhm.
The knockdowns from that fight, even on those scorecards, Luis Ortiz wins that fight. So no, I don't see a motivated, in shape Tyson Fury doing anything other than dominating. By the way, Andy Ruiz is not 6'2" or 3. I've stood beside him, and he weighed in 268.
Like 6 foot for 5'11.
Yeah, 5'11", 6 foot at most.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes. So it is what it is. But I'm really looking forward to the Baumgartner fight against Mayer.
Who you got in that fight?
Man, it's tough, man. It's like
that's the one. I can't really call it. I lean towards Baumgartner because I'm still got the Terry Harper knockout in my head, but I know this is going to be a difficult fight for her.
Yeah, but she also didn't look as good in her last fight as she did in that Terry Harper fight, right?
True.
And Michaela Mayer has like some big fight experience under her, not to mention a lot of amateur pedigree here in the United States. She was on Team USA. Training out of Colorado Springs, which is like the equivalent here of what you guys got set up there with the Birmingham setup with the amateur system. She's got a good training team behind her. It's going to be a good fight. Both, you know what I love about these two fights? I honestly don't know who's going to win either one of them.
If you had to call it, Clarissa Shields Savannah, who would you put your money on if you had to?
I think it could go either way because Savannah Marshall.
Make a choice, bro. I said put your money on it if you had to, bro.
This will go back to the truth. If I make a choice, I'm lying because I honestly can't. I can't pick it. You know, you've got the skills and experience of Clarissa Shields, right?
It's hilarious.
And you've got the power of Marshall, and she's got skills as well. She's got very good punch technique. Delivers the power punches very accurately and very well. I don't think Clarissa Shields has faced that yet. Not at this size.
No,
Has Savannah dealt with anybody like Clarissa Shields?
No, but she's washed a few people that Clarissa Shields went the distance with, which is why I didn't know why she didn't say that in that face-to-face.
Yeah, it would have been a good comeback, but it's also one of the things that it doesn't explain the story though. Because if you look at, say, Manny Pacquiao and Floyd when they had those cross things, look what he did to Ricky Hatton versus what Floyd did to Hatton. Like, you could do that because their fight styles are different. So it's not like it's going to mean, oh, when I get in there with you, it means this.
I understand that, but it's a better response than standing there like you just saw a ghost.
Oh.
Right? But before I go, I do got to get to this footage I found. You know, it was sent out to me out there from Peckham, my people over there.
Send it.
You know, I just want to share this real quick for all of the defeaters out there because, you know, I'm like, man, he was really enjoying this win, man.
Show me what.
Here we go. Let's have a look here real quick. Hold on. Look, KG, man. KG's getting it on. Big freeze in the building.
No, get that guy the hell out of here.
Bro, he was too big and too strong for you, bro. He backed you up and just knocked you the hell out, bro. Wow.
Nah, big fish should never. Hey, I want him to go all the way now. I'm backing that guy. Now my show's turned me into all the way supporter, bro. I'm so backing big. Nah. Now I'm in his corner, bro. I'm gonna learn his lyrics like Tony A on those 50s, bro. I'm telling you right now, I'm supporting him. That's it. It's done.
That's so funny, fam. Hey,
no, listen to the Ali will shuffle, fam.
I've got 5 more minutes still. I've got to make a move, bro.
Yeah. What we gonna do then?
We do one more call?
Go on then, you choose.
All right, flip.
Danny, he's tried to call him a few times, too late.
Yo.
Danny, what on, bro?
What's going on?
These men are talking mad stuff. They're saying that Fury should, AJ should accept the Fury contract.
Nah.
You know about this thing.
How can he accept a fight in 4 months' time? What, December, October, November? 3 months' time? That's not going to work for AJ at all. Like, it sounds like what's his name? Garcia's already trying to drop him like a bad habit. If he so his team's all over the place. He's all over the place.
Wait,
So
Garcia ain't looking to drop him. Where you get that from?
he was saying, oh, if he doesn't come over to America and train, then me and him is done. That's what he said in the transcript.
But what he's obviously come to try and clean that up. He's saying like, and that's not what he said in the transcript. That's not the quote. He said, in order for us to keep working together.
This guy's running with Craig Richards, fam. What the hell's wrong with me, bro?
Yeah, bro. He basically said, in order for us to keep working together, he's gonna have to come out here and make this work so we can have some more competitive sparring. Like it's not the tone that you're saying it in. It sounds as if it's like raw. It's nuts.
Didn't you think it was a bit nuts that he talked about man's mental like strength though? I thought it was a bit like I didn't know where it felt weird. It's like I can't say that. I didn't think that was a good little piece. I didn't think that soundbite was. It wasn't soundbiting. I didn't like it. I was like, oh, whoa, why did you do that?
It's not the best relationship building soundbites.
No, not at all. Because your coach isn't meant to talk like that in public. He should do that behind closed doors, really. But it seems a lot of people in AJ's camp talk grease about him, like Big Frage, when he was on the Sky panel talking about, I'll grab the mic, I'll take a dig, and AJ's his boss, got him to deal with Boxer, signed to 258. But you're on the Ops' platform on Sky Sports talking grease about your boss. That's not really loyal.
But he's telling him to be a yes man, just because you're my boss.
I hear that. But
but the way he was talking, there's a way of he could say that to his team. You don't say that on big Sky Sports.
We do want, like, if we're gonna say out of him and Angel Fernandez, who we want in the corner, let's be real. It's not the guy that's done the nice interview, the motivational interview, bro. We don't want Angel. I don't want Angel Fernandez in this corner anymore.
No,
I'd like a full Garcia head coach situation, because otherwise we're not getting the best out of him. There's no point in him being there if he's going to be number 2. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, but the main thing I wanted to talk about was the Clarissa Shields. Sorry. The main thing I want to talk about was the Clarissa Shields Savannah Marshall thing, and why I've got Clarissa Shields on points is, you see, when she hits any of these girls, people say, oh, she ain't got power. She just has no finishing technique, because every time she hits these girls, notice in her fights, they always back up. None of them are running at her. They're always on the back foot, getting backed up, pummeled on the ropes by a combination. She just has no finishing instincts. So John David Jackson needs to actually teach her how to actually finish opponents. And Savannah Marshall is very easy to hit, unfortunately. Yes, she's got that languid style and very loose and relaxed and has power. But as we've seen over the years, skills tend to pay the bills. And I just think that Clarissa will be able to back her up. And I just see being too fast and the power actually surprising her a bit, where Savannah is backing up. She's going to stop her.
Clarissa's gonna back Savannah up to the ropes, and then she's gonna be teeing off, but she can't finish. Is that
no, because she hasn't got. Because this is a habit she always has when she's fighting. She can back these people up and put them against the ropes, but when she's
sorry, carry on.
Yeah, but when she is doing it, she throws a lot of arm punches which don't do damage for some reason. I don't know why she does this, because and the thing is, I remember in the amateurs,
Savannah though, that's why I don't understand. That's the part of the maths that I'm like, I don't understand, because again, I can see
you're saying she can't be backed up because she has power.
Yeah, I see Savannah having center the ring and backing up Clarissa, and Clarissa just boxing out, being smart, making angles for herself and just trying to outbox her in that way. I just see her trying to put on a boxing clinic from that side. I don't see her backing her up and having her on the ropes but not being able to finish. I don't see that.
Yeah, by about round 4, you'll see her start backing Savannah up. The first couple rounds, you'll be seeing her doing the sharpshooting jab, bobbing and weaving in and out, in and out. But no, then she'll start to put the combinations together. And Savannah will, she's got that mental, I can see she's got mental fragility. Like, even when they said, oh, can you picture yourself losing? She goes, yep. And then Clarissa goes, you already lost right there. And then she goes, something else. She said, there was something that she goes, you lost again. And you could just see in her face, there's something, and you see her swallowing, spit. And it's just, I don't think she's as confident as she tries to let on. And Clarissa knows it and plays on this.
I'm going to read something to you.
Interesting.
Basic Kid says, the Hardcore Casual, you lot can find them on his channel, Basic Kid Hardcore Casual. You can also find them here tomorrow. Yeah? But he says, Danny, you never beat me. You never beaten me in a woman's fight prediction. Marshall's winning this fight.
Me and him's never had a duel off on a women's fight prediction.
So he's lying.
And by the way, I will give flowers to Base because when it comes to women's boxing, he does know more than me. But
no, don't throw the rock and hide your hands. Is he lying or telling what's going on, bro?
No, we've never gone head to head on this.
He's lying. He's a liar.
He's so basically lying.
Let me think. Oh, he's got 1-0. He's 1-0 up, and I think it was the Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor one.
You're lying. So you're lying.
No, I was incorrect.
You're a liar.
He said no, I was incorrect.
I don't agree with you.
He's 1-0 up.
Hey, listen.
That's funny.
Listen, Daddy, we'll see you on the weekend. Look after yourself.
You too, man.
Man said I was incorrect. I was incorrect.
All right, listen, you lot, you know what to do. If it's getting to purse bids, you know my boy Big Frank is taking it. So don't forget to. Travis can't deal with this. You can't deal with this. We've got money now. Listen, you lot.
Put that text from Lou DeBella on the big screen. I'm about to put my bid in. Putting the text on the big screen.
Nah, mate, put in notes. I want to look at it properly.
Oh, it's way too small. I can't read that. Can you see that? You can. All right.
Anyway, you look after yourself. Stay blessed. Like and subscribe. Big up yourself. I'm going to talk some Arsenal stuff, so I'm going to do a 5 picks deep. Peace. Let's go. Are you right, though? 3-1.
Shut up.
All right, cool.
Where are you in the league? Okay.
Whatever, man. Shut up, man.